It's very possible you clicked on this video because you are worried if reselling is coming to an end, if reselling is actually dying just the way you read on the headlines, the way you see on YouTube, the way you see on Instagram. People are complaining, is this the end of reselling? Or some people have even categorically said that reselling has officially died. In this video, I'm going to be telling you why this is all false and why reselling, being a way of life, is here to stay, is not going away anytime soon. You see, I've been reselling for a very, very long time now, and the funny thing is, every year we hear the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's in January, doesn't matter if it's in March or in July or December, you keep hearing the same lines. Reselling is dead, it doesn't work. eBay in particular is going down. People are throwing the towel. There's a mass migration of people away from eBay, and it has been like this for years. Believe me, I heard it 5 years ago, I heard it 4 years ago, and even now in 2023, the story has not changed. It's still the same thing. People are confused. People are saying that, look, this is not working. It's very difficult to buy an item right now in the thrift store, bring it out to eBay and sell it for profit. There is a lot of competition. Buyers are going crazy. You know, they buy your items and almost immediately they want to send it back. eBay fee is just going higher. eBay is prioritizing promoted listings over organic traffic. You see, this is normal. And how do I know it's normal? Because it's been like this even in the times where things were seemingly booming. There's definitely going to be a set of people that will continue to complain. Doesn't matter what season we are in, doesn't matter if we're in summer, doesn't matter if we're in winter, they will just go about complaining that the whole reselling thing is not working because possibly they do not want to put in the effort, possibly they do not want to change their strategies. Yes, it's increasingly more difficult to do eBay. eBay 4 years ago is pretty much different from what you have right now. It's more difficult, there's a lot of competition, but then that's the reason why you have strategies. That's the reason why you have to be flexible. If you saw that the way you were doing things in the last 3, 4, 5 years doesn't seem to work right now, you have to be open to learn a new strategy. You have to be open to say, you know what, I'm going to change my sourcing strategy. I'm going to change the way I list items. Even I'm going to change the way I perceive promoted listings. There are some people that will tell you, I'm never going to promote my items beyond 2%. I'm not ready to give eBay more money. I'm not ready to share my profit even further with eBay because they're already taking a lot of money from the listing fees, from the sales fees. I'm not ready to put more money into promoted listing. But the fact is, eBay, like you can almost tell, is prioritizing promoted listings, and you have to play the game by the rules. Remember, don't hate the game, you have to learn the rules. eBay is going all out to prioritize items that have the promoted listing turned on, not only turned on at 2%, sometimes they are prioritizing items that are promoted with up to 10%, up to 14%. There are some of my items right now on my shop, they have been promoted up to 14%, all with the intention of getting sales. And believe me, it works. eBay has been doing this for a very long time. In the beginning, I used to promote all my items at 2% because I felt like, but gone are those days. This is a strategy change. When you see that a particular thing is not working, you have to begin to change. Sometimes you might even have to see or change your strategy when it comes to the kind of items you are selling. If you are selling a particular category and you realize that 3 years ago it used to be easy to get sales on this category, but now 2023 is so difficult. No matter what you do, no matter what you buy, it just happens that this doesn't seem to be selling, and you have taken a look. There is no direct competition that is kind of upsetting the market. What you have to do is to begin to see how you can begin to learn to buy items in other categories. Definitely, if you go to Therapy, you should be able to see, search on eBay the sold listings and quickly see category to category what or where the trend is heading to. If you are in summer right now, the trend might be highly in favor of items that are demanded in summer. And as soon as the winter season begins to roll in, you have to be flexible to move with the times. You have to be flexible to play the game according to what the present rule is saying. Gone are the days where you just learn to sell on eBay, which is go to the thrift store, buy items, bring them home, list them, and that's all, and wait for eBay to do the heavy listing, which is to sell the job. Now, a lot more is required of you as a reseller. You have to begin to study what the competitors in your niche are doing. If they are changing their listing templates, you have to begin to change yours as well. If they are doing something that's guaranteeing them sales, because you can see this, eBay has been so generous to give us this data. You can see the people that are making sales. Go and practically spy on what they are doing. See what they are doing differently that you are not doing. Because believe me, even now that we are complaining that eBay sales are down, people are selling literally millions on eBay. You have to be open. You have to be smart enough to go and study these people people, see what they are doing, and as soon as you find something that you are not implementing, bring them to your shop, try to see how you can begin to implement them, test things. The best time to even test things on eBay, I believe, is now when things are pretty much not what it used to be, which is like booming. This is the time for you to begin to test new items, begin to see how you can even change your supplier. It could be that particular supplier has been giving you items at a particular price that is very difficult for you to compete. This might be the time for you to begin to see how you can reach out to new suppliers, or even see how you can renegotiate the price that you have been paying for a particular item. You could be buying a jeans from your supplier at $3 a piece. You could reach out to him and say, hey, look, when I buy from you at $3, it's very hard for me to flip it and make a profit. Would you want to reconsider these prices? Sometimes you'll be surprised the supplier might be open for something like that. You might even reach out to a totally new supplier and see if you can kind of get a better price. You see, this game of selling on eBay is not a one-size-fits-all game. You have to continue to move with the flow, move with the trend, move with move with the reality on ground. The reality, like I said earlier, just to stress again, is eBay is prioritizing promoted listings. If you've not been promoting your listings, please begin to reconsider this strategy today and begin to see how you can go ahead to promote your listings. If you have been promoting your listings at 1%, this is pretty much not the right way to go in 2023. If you have been promoting your listings at 2%, believe me, this is pretty much also not the way to go. Consider how it's possible for you to promote your listings. You might not want to go with the proposition that eBay is giving you, because sometimes I'm aware eBay tends to tell you to promote your listing at a whopping 12%. You might want to do 7%. You might want to do 8%, depending, of course, on how much you have bought the item. And that's why it's very important for you to know your figures, because if you know your figures, you know them, you have them at the tip of your fingers, you'll be able to know at what point you are making profit or at what point you are making losses. You'll be able to know if you promote your listings at 8% or at 10%, if there will still be some meat left for you on the table. In other words, what I'm stressing at is eBay is not dead, it's not going away anytime soon. It's just a phase. And the more you begin to learn the rules of the new game, the better it's going to be for you selling on eBay in 2023 and even 2024. Don't pay attention to the news of eBay is dying and all whatnot. Go ahead, do your due diligence, do your research, try to stay focused, try to be a little bit flexible, try to see how you can perfect your research skills. These are all what's going to help you to weather the storm and to see that eBay is not going away anytime soon. My own shop is a classical example. Just last year, I felt like it was game over because competitions came. A lot of people were pushing the limits. People were selling items at rock bottom prices. You see, and sometimes I even see the items they are selling and I'm like, it's not possible to sell at this price and still make a profit. But then I understood that this is just a game. They didn't have to hate the whole eBay process. All I needed to do at that time was to go ahead, learn the rules. And the rules I did learn. And when I figured it out, I was able to rescue my whole shop. And today I can proudly say that, look, things have been turned around for the better. And I learned a lot of lessons to know that if you put in the work of doing real research, the work of trying to learn a new thing in a very short time, the work of making it a point of duty to always check on the other sellers in your category to see that you are doing exactly what they are doing or even better, the better is going to be for you. So I hope this video helps you to keep you motivated and to know that eBay is not going away anytime soon. And the earlier you begin to learn the rules to play the game better, the better it's going to be for you. Until I see you again, peace.